Welcome to Just Get Up with Isaac for daily motivation. I'm so excited to have you back here again today as we get ready to embark upon another exciting journey of self-discovery that will be filled with inspiration and motivation. And by the way, I'm super excited to be alive today because it's truly a blessing to wake up every day and still have air to breathe. And I always look forward to maximizing my unique greatness. I always look forward to searching for ways to get better every single day. I look for ways to get better in my personal life, at my craft, speaking, training, writing, loving people, being a source of inspiration, and you must do the same. The information that we're going to consider today will really help you to make the necessary changes that you're going to need in order to live your goals and dreams and to attain all of your goals that you may have. Those goals are your goals. And remember this, you cannot hit a goal or you cannot hit a target that you do not have. So put those goals in your mind. Put them in your mind's heart right now. And I want to ask you this question. Do you think that you're a winner? When you look at your life right now, when you look at the steps that you've been taking, are you a winner? You were born to win. All we have to do now is put the right plan into action. And that plan is going to start by tapping into the human will. So I welcome you to episode 12, part 2 of how to strengthen and develop the human will. I'd like to start off today's episode with this very simplistic but powerful question. When you think of a winner, what comes to your mind? What is winning and why do we admire a winner? Have you ever heard a breaking news announcement that comes on and says, hey, let's introduce to you the Houston Rockets who haven't won a game in over 2 years? Have you heard a breaking news report that interviews someone for almost winning? Let's welcome him to the stage. Hey man, it's been 10 years and you haven't won anything yet. You almost won. We don't hear stuff like that. People aren't praised for losing and people aren't praised for trying. People are praised for cashing in and making things happen. But here's the question. Why do we respect winning so much? Because deep down, you know that resonates with you because there's a winner that is buried inside of you. And a part of you sees yourself in that winning. It's so imperative that you experience a win in your life. And moving forward today, that's what's going to happen. Let me introduce you to this quote if you haven't heard it before. It's by a guy named Johann Girdle. He once said this: ignorant men raise questions already answered thousands of years ago by wise men. What does this mean? There's nothing new under the sun. The questions that we're raising, such as, how do I get the resources that I need? How do I win? How do I make the connections? How do I discover my gift? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get started. Don't worry about the how. Leave that up to another power, and that power is God. All you need to do is make a committed decision to know what you truly want, and then let's chase that thing like our life depends on it. Alexander Graham Bell once said this very powerful quote, and I want you to listen to this with all your heart. There's some gems in this quote. He said this: all I know is that this power exists and that this power becomes available only when a man has a fully determined mindset and knows what he truly wants. This power he's referring to is the power of the human will. We're talking about someone who failed several times before they invented the first telephone. That's why we're able to talk today. So all of the innovators are saying the same thing. Make a committed decision and go after it like your life depends on it, and know what you want, and do not quit no matter what. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the how. Andrew Carnegie, arguably one of the first millionaires, when he wrote or when he employed Napoleon Hill to write the book Think and Grow Rich. Do you know he gave him access to several other millionaires, and he did not want to go to the grave with this information inside of him? He said the same thing. See, if we trace back the secrets of success, if we want to associate success with money, and remember, I don't associate success with just money, but anything that is done in harmony with God's will, that you intentionally wanted, that was for the good of others, is success. And also living up to your fullest potential. Remember, a tree, an apple tree that doesn't produce any fruit or apples is not successful. So until you manifest your gifts, until you manifest your unique greatness, you will never be successful. Anybody can just live. You can't just live in life. You must produce, and you must become the winner that you were designed to be, because that is truly infused inside of you. But look at all the innovators from the past. You must understand this. Do not raise questions that have already been asked. If they're saying that you need a committed decision and take immediate action and know for sure that this is something you want and meditate on these things every day, I'm telling you, this works. So, are you going to tap into this power? Are you watching these episodes, and then after these episodes, you're not implementing the things that you know you need to do? Stop that immediately. Today, we're going to discuss some points, and I want to discuss this point with you. One of the most misunderstood decisions of all time is this: not understanding that refusing to make a decision is still a decision. Rather, you did this consciously or unconsciously. So wherever you find yourself in life, at some point you have personally taken the wheel and driven yourself to where you are. And I'm not talking about some egregious injustice that may have taken place in your life. But outside of that, you have taken yourself there. So you must reevaluate your decisions and decide consciously to take your life where you need it. Because if you don't make a decision, that's your decision. And that decision will get you everything that you currently have in your life. The question to ask: are you liking what you're currently seeing in your life? Answer that honestly and change it. Remember, don't raise questions that have already been answered. People ask the same stuff. All you need is to know what you want, and everything else will begin to show itself once you take immediate action. And remember, if you did something for 15 to 20 years and you quit, those years were for nothing. Do not start anything that you know is for you unless you're going to see this thing all the way through. And remember this as well, another point: behavior. What's your behavior like? I like this quote by Johann Goethe as well. He says this: behavior is the mirror that shows everyone their true image. Behavior is the mirror in which everyone displays their true image. So, take out all of your feelings. What does your behavior currently show? Your behavior reflects your belief system. Whatever you're currently showing in your actions, that will tell you about a man or a woman. So, if you're not acting upon your dreams, if you're not trying to figure out how to be a winner in life as opposed to just a spectator, that's your current belief system. So you must change your behavior. And you change your behavior by recognizing what the innovators have said. Make a committed decision, take immediate action, and recognize this simple fact: you can only act based on how you believe. So whatever you're displaying in your behavior, that's how you believe. If you're not taking any action to make your life better, you don't believe that it actually can be better. So you must change that. You also must have a sense of urgency. Think about other people that can be inspired by your action. You see, sometimes we need extra motivation as far as thinking about our family and our kids. Who is depending on you? Who is watching your example? Who could you truly inspire if you pull the thing off that you want to do? That could be a great testimony for you and God to help people to see that these principles work when accurately applied. And I know that they work. You just have to do this for yourself. You must change your I am. You must have positive affirmations. Stop speaking about negative things. Don't speak about things that you don't want to come into your life. Speak about the things that you actually want. Don't say any negative things. Say, I am this, or I am that. I am successful. Stop saying what you're lacking. When you keep saying things that you're lacking, you're calling that into your life. You must understand that. The law of frequency and vibrations and the law of attraction. Raise your level of awareness. Vibrate or send out the proper thought vibrations. If you say I'm a loser, you're going to attract losers. Understand that. You can only act based on how you believe. That's not going to strengthen your belief system. If you truly believe that you can have anything that you want, if you truly believe that you can be a better husband or a better wife or a better son or a better worker, or that you can start a business that you want or a nonprofit, whatever it is that you want, if you truly, truly believe that you can do those things, your actions will follow. I can guarantee you that. And another thing I want you to do, I want you to really, really become wise. Do you remember what King Solomon prayed for, considered one of the wisest men of all time? He prayed for knowledge and wisdom. He had all the money. But here's the thing. What goes into your mind and knowing how to apply these things in life can help you to remain successful. I can lose everything today or tomorrow. But as long as I have the knowledge how to regain it, I'm going to be okay. So, where's your understanding on these things? Are you studying these things? Or is it just knowledge? Before it can actually become wisdom, when wisdom means you know when to make a decision, when not to make a decision, when to take an opportunity, and when not to take an opportunity. So you must become wise to fully tap into the human will. And I want to relay some of these stories to you. These stories are very impactful to me. I'm thinking about several kids who broke their legs during a race and they crawled to the finish line. There was some pain. I was looking at a video earlier of a young guy. He was saying he couldn't let his teammates down. And he broke his legs, and he broke his leg in 3 places. He crawled to the finish line. That's willpower. That's hard work. That's desire. That's that intense desire of wanting to win. To say, hey, I've run this race. I'm right there. I'm 10 yards away. I can crawl to the finish line so that I can win and that my teammates can win with that broke leg. And several people have done this. So here's the question. What would cause you to crawl to the finish line, so to speak, when you've been beat down? What would give you that extra energy? What would give you this extra energy to crawl to the finish line? Is it your son? Is it your wife? Is it that you want to prove the naysayers wrong? Is it that you want to truly see what you're capable of? What drives you? What would cause you to crawl to the finish line when you're been beat down maybe? Yes, you can do this. At one point, we couldn't put a man on the moon. You know what was interesting? When Robert Kennedy made this a public declaration that he was going to put a man on the moon, no one knew how they were going to do that. He went to his leading scientist and he asked him this simple question. He said, what is it going to take to put a man on the moon? And the scientist responded with these poignant words. He said, the will to do it. That's all it took. That's where it started. So, when you look at where you are in life, Would you say that you're using the human will? When you look at where you are in life, is your life exciting? When you look at where you are in life, could your life be used as a model for success? When you look at where you are in life, if CNN or some news stations had breaking news, let me tell you about this person, could they honestly say that you are a winner? And what is winning? You must define winning for you. You were born to win. So may you remember this quote as well by a guy named Oliver Wendell Holmes. He once said this: once a mind has been stretched by a new experience, it cannot and will not be satisfied to returning to an old dimension or an old way of thinking. Your mind has been stretched. Your thinking has evolved. You are able now to see that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You must follow the proven paths. Do not raise questions that have already been answered. If you are going to raise those questions, answer those questions accurately. You can do whatever you want. If you release the human will and make a committed decision, don't worry about all the how, don't overthink it. Look at everyone that has done anything great. They know what they want and they go for it. This power is definitely inside of you. Jeremiah 29:11, God wants us to succeed. He wants us to have a blessed and a great future. Do you know no one else has your fingerprint on this planet? You are special. The chances of you being here are 1 in 400 trillion. No one else has your DNA. There will never be another you. So you have things inside of you that no one else has. And if you don't have the courage to showcase these skills that God put inside of you, you are short-circuiting humanity. And not only that, you're robbing God's glory from being manifested in you. Don't be a spectator in life. Don't be enthralled by other people's channels, so to speak. Tune into your own channel. You know, we spend so many hours watching other people's channels and we never tune into our own channel. What does your life currently show? If we turned on your channel, do you just go to sleep, go to work, nothing exciting? No, you're not helping people, not manifesting your greatness, just eating and sleeping, going through a monotonous life. What are you doing? Wake up. If we tuned into your channel, when God tunes into your channel, what does he see? Does he see greatness or does he see mediocrity? Remember, both are a lifestyle. So I really want you to make your channel a legendary channel. And you can do that. But you must recognize that your behavior, your current behavior, is a reflection of your belief system. Your current behavior reflects your faith. A man or a woman's behavior will tell you everything that you need to know about them. And remember, deciding not to decide is a decision. So you must decide today that you will be the things that you want to be, that you will become those things. You are great. In fact, that's the meaning of God's name. He calls us to become. So what will you become? Say I am, speak those things out into the world, and put the work behind it, and you will at some point get the things that you're looking for. Keep changing your strategy, and remember this: you have this power in you. So here you are at the crossroads. Maybe you have a broke leg. Maybe you have a broke arm. What is it that's going to push you? What is it that's going to drive you to make you crawl over the finish line? Put those things in your head. You can't manifest your inner genius solely for you. Your gifts must be used for the benefit of others. Who is watching you right now that can learn from your example? Think about those things. Be wise in your decisions. Look at what works. Be objective. Just look at what works. You can do this. So I want to leave you with this powerful saying: I want to leave you with this thought-provoking ideology. If you are not destined to win, why do you have this nagging urge to be more in your life? That is proof that you are pregnant with ideas. All you have to do now is nurture those ideas. You can try your best to run away from how you truly feel, but you can't escape the greatness that is inside of you. You cannot escape the greatness that wants to be released. You must just get up and manifest your inner genius. So from today moving forward, have a sense of urgency, tap into this willpower, and turn on your life's channel. Turn it on right now. And moving forward, display great and phenomenal episodes starting right now. And the main episode I want you to display is make a full commitment today that you are going to be the things that you truly want to be. And in order to do this, you have to do and be before you actually become. I'll say that again. You have to be and do before you can actually become. In your spare time, read Romans 4:18, and you'll fully understand what I'm saying. So I welcome you back here for next week's episode 13, part 3 of how to strengthen and develop the human will. Come back for that final episode for this particular series, as you're going to learn some very impactful and powerful information. So I hope that you have a great weekend. Listen to this episode again and episode 11. And just remember, crawl to the finish line with something that you truly love. Crawl to the finish line because you have greatness inside of you. Crawl to life's finish line by tapping into the power of the human will. Thank you.